The objective is to prepare and standardize 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide for usage for pH and pH titrations, experiment 14, and solubility product of potassium and hydrogen tartrate, experiment 17, later. Safety goggles or glasses, lab coat, gloves, and closed-toe shoes must be worn. Preparation of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. First, calculate the volume of 3 molar sodium hydroxide needed to prepare 1 liter of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide using this formula. Clean a 1 liter bottle and rinse thoroughly with distilled water. Obtain 3.0 molar sodium hydroxide. Pour it into a beaker. Using a 100 ml graduated cylinder, measure out approximately 33 ml of sodium hydroxide. To be certain the solution is mixed thoroughly, fill the 1 liter bottle halfway with distilled water. Add the 33 ml of the 3 molar sodium hydroxide to the 1 liter bottle. Next, fill graduated cylinder with distilled water and pour into the 1 liter bottle and repeat twice. Now, add enough distilled water to fill to the top. Screw cap on and shake vigorously. Put a label on the bottle. Standardization of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. Check out a burette from the stockroom. Use a burette clamp and attach it to a ring stand and clamp burette in place. Rinse with 3 5 ml aliquots of distilled water and let it flow through the tip to be sure it is not clogged. Now use 3 5 ml aliquots of your sodium hydroxide solution. Remember, you always rinse measuring devices with whatever they will be measuring. Fill burette with sodium hydroxide to the 0 mark or close to it. Burettes containing a standard sulfamic acid solution are available to standardize the sodium hydroxide solution. Start with burette at the 0 mark or near to it and record. Record the molarity of the sulfamic acid and the uncertainty. Using 3 Erlenmeyer flasks, fill each flask with 20.0 milliliters of sulfamic acid. Remember to record the initial and final burette readings for each sample. Add 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein to each flask. Record initial burette reading and add sodium hydroxide solution in a controlling manner. Place the flask containing the indicator and sulfamic acid on a white sheet of paper or paper towel to make the endpoint easier to see. When you start to see the pink color while adding sodium hydroxide, slow your rate of addition. The pink color will persist longer and require swirling. At this point, add sodium hydroxide by the drop until you get a pale pink color endpoint. At the perfect endpoint, the pink color will disappear after 30 seconds. Record the initial and final burette reading for each titration. These solutions may be disposed by pouring into the sink and flushing with plenty of water. Rinse the burette 3 times with distilled water before returning to stockroom. Clean area and equipment used. Prepare the following table. Calculate the molarity of the sodium hydroxide solution from each trial and calculate the average of the three determinations. Use this average value in your subsequent calculations using the sodium hydroxide solution. Remember to save the sodium hydroxide solution in your locker for the pH and KSP experiments.